Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to briefly talk about or talk to all those individuals that are out there seeking work or better work opportunities. Try not to stress over not getting a promotion or more money at a company that you're with. At the end of the day, if they valued you as an employee and wanted to keep you, they would pay you more. So, and there are a lot of situations where smaller companies may or may not be able to afford to pay their employees more. Larger companies, they may put a less experienced person in a position that you wanted to go to because you've been there for a long time and you probably are better suited for it. But they don't want to lose you in a position that you're in because nobody else can probably do what you do. I don't think that's fair. I think they should compensate you and pay you more money, especially if that's the reason. But a lot of times they don't. They disregard or they try to, what do you call it? Gaslight you. So this is what I would say. Don't allow them to let you act outside of your character. Do what you do there. If you have to get someone to help you look for better opportunities because maybe that job takes up too much of your time, then you should do that because you have the experience and there's no sense in you allow them in that environment to stress you out. They don't value. If they valued you, like I said, they would pay you more money to keep you. And, it's not your fault if they're putting people in management who don't do good jobs as managers in those management positions. A lot of times they like to pass the buck onto the, employees that they're managing. And that's the whole reason that they're in that management position. So, if you're in an environment when they do that, that should tell you about that company because something's going wrong in upper management for that to even be allowed. Because at the end of the day, you put a manager to supervise your employees, and it's the manager's job to make the work environment not toxic because they're supposed to hold people accountable for things and they're supposed to make sure everybody's supposed to be doing what they're supposed to be doing. And when they don't do that, you have managers want to blame the people that they're supervising for things that they allow to go on. And, if they're allowing these things to go on, I personally don't see the point of them even being in a position that they're in because it defeats the purpose of paying that person whatever you're paying them to be in that management position. And I don't know why companies have gotten away from that. I don't know what happened, but you don't have to deal with that. And I understand you may have invested a lot of time in that company. So there's something that you're going to have to think about. You're going to have to think about, is it worth it? Are you happy? Is it worth it to your health? Is it so stressful that is changing you into somebody that you're not? These are some things that you can think about. And there's ways that you can even if they take up a lot of your time, because they some of them they bank on you not being able to look for something different because they take up a lot of your time. So besides my consultation services, I also offer that as well for people. I offer a service where, you might not have enough time to look for other opportunities. And I can do that for you as well. Or I have people that can do that for you as well. So, if you don't want to sign up for one of my training programs, maybe you want the free consultation or maybe you want the service where we're trying to help you look for better opportunities because, you're kind of stuck at the one you're at and maybe they don't give you enough time to, enlist in other opportunities, then you can reach out to me as well for that. So you can reach out to Aisha Cipher on any of my social media platforms. I should get back with you within 24 to 72 hours. You can email me. My email is listed on some of my social media platforms as well. And the only reason why I'm not going to mention it on this podcast, because this podcast, you might hear this a few years later, and I may be using a different email address. So if you check my social media pages, I'll have the updated information on there. So if you're someone like that who needs training, or you just look for different work opportunities or anything like that, like, my services will help you or can help you. And if they can't help you, I can refer you to someone that may be able to help you. Like I said, I've done business with a lot of different people, and I'll give you my personal opinion on my experiences, and based off of our conversation and your needs, I'll let you know. But at the end of the day, you're the one that has to make that decision on what path you're going to take when it comes to your life. So I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you for listening. Y'all have a good one.